Okay, guys, I just came back from a ride. I wanted to purposely trigger the error code. The error code triggers every single time after 1.5 miles. I'm still waiting on a controller, but I think it's my throttle. I think I have a bad throttle. So I'm gonna show you how I tested this when the error code comes up. Let me set everything up. Okay. What I did, oh, you guys can't see that. You guys can't see that far over. Okay. What I did is, you can see this is the throttle cable. I unplugged it. I put 2 very tiny pins in the holes. Now, where the little plastic edges that go, that goes in there, God, guys, my throat. The one on top is positive, one on bottom is negative. The one to your far left is a signal. That's how you can buy an aftermarket one. You see, can you guys see that? It's going to be hard for you guys to see. There, you can see it. Well, let's turn the bike on. Okay, so what I did, man, I'll tell you, lucky thing I'm not smoking still. What I did is I went out, I set the 08 error code off. Then I put the 2 pins in there and I tested them, and the voltage was still, I think it's like 4.92. So we're going to test it again. See, it's like almost 5 volts. That's what it should be. It should be normal. Okay. My 08 error code's it goes away, thank God. After this sits for about 15 minutes, the error code shuts off. But I got that reading while the error code was coming up. So that goes down on the controller. So that would tell me the controller's not the problem. It's inside here that's the problem. So I ordered a thumb throttle. It should be here on Wednesday. Let's shut this off and we'll take the pins out. I also changed my my front gear set. I got the kind that has the plate on both sides. And this is actually in first gear right now. It doesn't jump at all. And there's the old one only has the plate, guys. Look at that. Of course it catches. Of course it catches. I bet you I couldn't do that if I got paid. So that's... Now this is a 52 tooth. My chain hits the frame a little bit. So what I'm going to do is we're going to buy a guide wheel and we're going to bolt it onto the frame. That way it'll push the chain down a little. So I'll show you. All right. You guys are going. We got her in first gear, excuse me. So you can see how it hits out just a little bit. So what we're going to do, anytime I eat, guys, I get like this phlegm in my throat. That's what it's from. I had some ice cream. So we're going to get a wheel. We're going to get a chain wheel. what it's going to do, it's going to push it down a little like that. We're going to bolt it. I'll drill a hole in here, or maybe in here. I'll see where better for it to sit. And the wheel is probably here going to be better, because I think the wheel will hit the tire here. So we'll drill a hole, we'll put the wheel guide in here, and I'll press it down. So let me see if we can get it to go in second. Yeah, see, it goes into second real easy. I just mainly want first and second gear. So this is a 52 tooth. I believe the one that comes with this is the one the bike comes with is a 44 tooth. Now, this is one of the things when you buy an e-bike, okay? When you buy an e-bike and you're looking at the pictures online, look at that front crank gear. Make sure it has the plate on both sides of that sprocket, because these bikes, they're different than a regular bicycle, guys. The chain is at a slant, it's at a real bad angle. So it's going to, in first gear, it's going to come off that front sprocket. So make sure you get an e-bike that has that front sprocket with a plate on each side. Now, many, I'm not saying Eohora's bikes don't come with that. Many of their bikes come with it. So these are one of the things I learned. I'm brand new to the e-bike field. These are one of the things I found out the hard way. So all I did is I went on Amazon, just like with the throttle. I went on Amazon. I thought to myself, well, maybe I can get a chain guide. You know, a chain guide might be hard to put on this. So it's easier for me to just get that sprocket with a plate. I think it's called a taper. I think they're called tapered sprockets, if I'm not mistaken. Now, on my mountain bike has, the sprocket has 3 years and a derailleur. That never derailed since I've had it. Okay. That thing never derailed. I got to show you guys that mountain bike right now. A little dirty. I haven't rode this guy in about 4 years. See, got the speeds for the rear wheel and 3 speeds for the front sprocket. See, that's what I'm talking about. And this thing has never derailed on me. The chain never came off to this day. My tire, I have to fill my tires up. This is real light. This probably weighs about 10 pounds tops. Maybe not even that. Maybe less than 10 pounds. Because this is all aluminum frame. I paid, I think I paid $700 for this. About 10 years ago. My brakes are still good. Everything's still good on it. I put the riser in here. Got a riser in here. These are aftermarket too. Yeah, so that's why I believe it is the throttle, because if it was a controller, that wouldn't have sent the signal up through the wire. You know, because the power, when I usually ride this, I ride it with both motors on, okay? it shuts the rear motor off. When the 08 error code comes up, it turns off the rear motor. And it shuts off, I'd say, about 80% to the front motor. And then it turns off, and it turns the 08 error code, deletes after about 15 minutes. So the throttle doesn't work, okay, when the error code comes up. But there's a signal and there's voltage coming up through the throttle cable. So what does that say? That says something's up with the throttle. So the way I found a throttle on Amazon is I found out where what my pins are. The here, I think I got a drawing of them, guys. Yeah, here it is right here. So that's the female, okay? So you're looking at the female part of the waterproof connection. There's that little plastic thing that makes sure it goes in the right slot. The one on top is your positive, one on the bottom is negative, and the one to the far left is your signal or speed, And when the code comes up, it's reading the same thing it reads when the code's not on. So we're going to see if that solves the problem. And I'll tell you what, if it solves the problem, I will buy another Ehora e-bike. I want to get the Juliet with just the rear motor. That's what I will do. I will make a promise right now that if that solves my problem, I will buy a Juliet Ehora. Because I will be 100% honest, guys. When this is operating correctly, it's a blast. It is a blast, bro. It goes like 34 miles an hour on a flat road, and all you don't hear you can hear like a whine of the motors, but it's very compared to that, it's real silent. And when I'm riding that, I can't hear nothing. I think I hear people screaming at me as I go by them because it's so loud, it's probably breaking their eardrums. I might be imagining, but I think I hear people screaming at me, and I can't understand. As a matter of fact, girls will actually try to flag you down when you're on this. I actually had one girl, a black American girl, following me, trying to get me to notice her when I was on this. But it's so loud you can't hear nothing else. So the electric bike is like it's like heaven, and it maneuvers real good. It maneuvers really good. The only thing, when you hit a bump, the front, maybe I got to adjust the front shock a little bit more. But right now the front, it's like real hard on bumps. So if it is the throttle, I will make some videos of this, like I promised you guys, and I'll praise the company. I will literally praise them. So yeah, with that front sprocket, try to get one that has that plate on each side, guys. Otherwise, that chain in first gear will come off. Oh yeah, by the way, with that garage door, I have to put my tracks on, like in here. Then I have to bolt the tracks to the top of the concrete patio ceiling. That's where my drywall lift is going to come in handy, because that's going to hold that up. Just like when I put my electric motor here in the garage, what do you think I use? I use my drywall lift, brother. Can you dig a drywall? Man, can you dig a drywall lift? You see, those aren't only for lifting drywall. You can put in lights, you can put chandeliers in with it, you can put ceiling fans in with those, garage door motors, anything you need to lift up. That's where that drywall lift is going to come in handy. you know. So when I put my tracks on to the underneath the concrete slab, I'm going to use my drywall lift. See, now you're getting there. You understand? Now you get it. That's going to be able to lift it up right where I want it. I'll drill my holes. Done deal. Instead of paying someone $2,000 for each garage door, I put them in myself. Guys, you know what, guys? It's like my hot water heater over here, man. I've heard nightmare stories about what plumbers charge to put a hot water heater in. Some of them charge like $4,000 or $5,000. Is that insane or what, brother? Is that insane, brother? I paid like $500 for my hot water heater. And I put it in myself. It's not, you know, my gas line's flexible. You have to have a flexible gas line. The water lines have to be flexible because we do have small earthquakes here from time to time. And if it wobbles, you know, that gas line, if you have a pipe for a gas line, it's going to snap it. So matter of fact, if you're in an earthquake zone, you have to have earthquake straps on your water heater. Unless you have one that mounts to the wall, an electric one. But I'm thinking of putting straps on it anyway. So, yeah, we have to put our tracks on the garage door. I got to rent the dumpster. I'm going to rent a 10-yard dumpster. That's going to be $400. Okay? That's going to be $400. Then I got to buy an exterior door. They're $260. With tax, we're looking at $400, $260, that's $660. We're looking at about $700 between the dumpster and the exterior door. But I will tell you what, with having 2 garages for this house, that just increased the value of this house. Once I get that done in there, it will increase the value. And we need that storage over there, guys, bad, man. We need that storage bad. We're going to get everything out of here. The Cadillac's going to come in here, and that's going to go over there. I'm going to try to do that this year before winter comes. So I'm going to try to have all this done before winter. Then if next summer comes, I'm going to have to buy an industrial fan for inside that garage because it is hot in there now. And I don't even have my door. I don't even have the exterior door on yet. So, okay, that's the deal with the throttle. Now that wiring setup I showed you guys, this is for the Ehora Romeo. I don't know if that's going to be the same for all the bikes. But that's the way you test those, is you put some real small pins, and I'm talking small pins, man. You know, not something like this. You got to get a really small pin, like something like this guy right here. The smallest pin you can get. There's actually numbers for these. I don't know what these are. So you get the tiniest and thinnest pin you can get. You stick them in all 3 holes, and then you test them with your multimeter. Then you'll know what to look for on Amazon or wherever you buy them.